A photo of two marathon runners, a Marine and 9-year-old boy, immediately went viral on the internet after it was captured, and for all of the right reasons. The Marine was competing in a 5K marathon when he came across a child who was struggling to make it to the finish line. Rather than passing them by, as many are prone to do, especially in a competition, he stopped competing and slowed down to run with the 9-year-old boy. Lance Corporal Miles Kerr was enjoying his leave and spending part of it running the 5K marathon in the town of Charlevoix in Michigan with some of his fellow Marines. That was until he came across Brandon Fox. Brandon had become separated from his own group and was struggling to keep up. The boy reached out to him for help, and he obliged. Instead of competing with the other Marines, he decided to slow down, remain with the boy, and give him encouragement so that they could both cross the finish line together. The act of kindness did not go unnoted. It was picked up by the Seal of Honor Facebook page, as well as several news outlets. The story was retweeted and shared all over the internet. The response was heartwarming. Everyone believed that he had made the right decision on that day. Comments on YouTube were overwhelmingly positive. Many noted how seeing the picture had improved their day, as well as their outlook, and even their hope for humanity. You know, every day, I have to deal over the phone with people who seem to think that everyone should drop everything and attend to their needs, no matter how trivial they are and no matter what else might be going on in the world around them. Sometimes it is very hard to remain civil to them. So when I come across something like this, where someone gave up their time and aimed for a child, well, I just love it. It reminds me that there are really nice people out there. Thank you to that Marine. We all need a reminder now and then, especially if we don't have the opportunity to see acts of kindness as frequently in our day-to-day lives. Perhaps this story can act as a reminder that it doesn't take much to lift someone else's spirits or offer encouragement. It's something that each of us can do. I totally applaud what he did, but as for any man, he is certainly wrong about that one. It takes a certain kind of real man to put others before himself, especially in this context. This altruistic and heroic act would not been done by very many others. Then, in true hero fashion, he downplays just how amazing of a man he must be. Well done, Marine. Show the world and our country that members of the military truly are the best amongst we, the people. Self-sacrifice, the key principle of all branches of the military. Here's to one Marine who is already a hero and is now even more of one. Thank you for making life a little better, one person at a time. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell for more amazing stories. Imagine a gentle giant with a heart of gold meets a tiny ball of fluff. That's exactly what happened when Bailey, a lovable golden retriever, encountered a small kitten for the first time. It was love at first sight. Their meeting was nothing short of magical, melting hearts, and proving that sometimes the most unlikely friendships are the most beautiful. As Bailey's tail wagged with excitement and the kitten's whiskers twitched with curiosity, onlookers couldn't help but feel the warmth of this budding relationship. His gentle soul shone through. With soft eyes and a wagging tail, he approached the kitten with the utmost care. It was as if he knew this little creature needed a friend, and he was more than happy to fill that role. Bailey's actions showcased the breed's innate ability to connect with other animals, proving why golden retrievers are often considered one of the most loving dog breeds. Speaking of golden retrievers, let's take a moment to appreciate these wonderful dogs. They're more than just pretty faces. Known for their intelligence, loyalty, and gentle temperament, Goldens have stolen the hearts of millions worldwide. They excel as family pets, therapy dogs, and even search and rescue workers. Their versatility is matched only by their unwavering desire to please their human companions. A viewer said, "Golden Retrievers will be friends with anyone, anytime, anywhere." This statement couldn't be more accurate, as Bailey's interaction with the kitten clearly demonstrates. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, aren't cats and dogs supposed to be mortal enemies? That's just an old wives' tale. While it's true that some cats and dogs might not get along, many form strong bonds and lasting friendships. The idea of cats and dogs always fighting is more of a myth perpetuated by cartoons and old sayings. In reality, with proper introduction and socialization, cats and dogs can become the best of friends, just like Bailey and his new kitten companion. Of course, the path to friendship isn't always smooth sailing. The kitten was initially scared. When Bailey first approached, the tiny gray-striped furball was understandably wary. With a mixture of fear and curiosity, the kitten swatted at Bailey's nose, as if to say, "Hey, big guy, not so fast." But Bailey, being the gentle soul he is, didn't take offense. He understood that trust takes time, especially when you're a small kitten meeting a dog many times your size. Undeterred by the initial setback, Bailey kept working on their friendship. His patience was remarkable. He lay down, making himself appear smaller and less intimidating. He wagged his tail softly, showing he meant no harm. With each gentle gesture, Bailey was saying, "It's okay, little one. I'm here to be your friend." As time passed, a beautiful transformation took place. The kitten's fear melted away. Realizing that this big, fluffy creature meant no harm, the kitten began to relax. Soon enough, the tiny feline was snuggling up to Bailey, finding comfort in his warm fur. They started playing together, with the kitten pouncing on Bailey's tail and Bailey gently nudging the kitten with his nose. The touching story of Bailey and the kitten didn't go unnoticed. Their video went viral. With 3.8 million views, their heartwarming interaction captured the attention and admiration of people around the world. Viewers were touched by the gentleness of the large dog and the bravery of the tiny kitten. In the end, Bailey and the kitten's story is more than just a cute animal video. It's a lesson in kindness and acceptance. Their interaction reminds us that friendship knows no boundaries, not age, not size, and certainly not species. It shows us the power of patience and gentle persistence in building trust. As we watch these two unlikely friends, we're reminded of the beauty that can come from opening our hearts to new connections, no matter how different they might seem at first glance. Man refuses to put out smoke at gas station, so employee decides to teach him a lesson. When words failed to have an effect, the employee decided on a more direct approach. We all know certain things in life just shouldn't be done. For instance, sticking your fingers in an electrical outlet or munching on a handful of dirt are bad ideas. Similarly, lighting a cigarette at a gas station is a no-brainer for most of us. It's a basic rule that almost everyone respects. However, there's always that one person who thinks rules don't apply to them. On one fateful evening, a gas station in Sofia, Bulgaria, became the stage for such an individual's antics. Imagine the scene, flammable gases all around, and someone decides it's the perfect spot for a smoke. The potential for disaster is palpable. A tiny ash or a stray spark could easily ignite the fumes, leading to catastrophic consequences. Gas stations worldwide have no smoking signs for a reason. But the young man captured in a security video seemed to either miss these signs or chose to disregard them blatantly. The footage shows two cars arriving at the station. A young man in a white t-shirt and baseball cap emerges from one of the vehicles, cigarette in hand. From the video, it's evident that there's some disagreement occurring off camera. Another customer, probably sensing the brewing tension, quietly fills up his car, hoping to leave before things escalate. But then, a gas station employee enters the frame, determined to address the situation. The employee, as reported by Cater's clips, had repeatedly requested the smoker to extinguish his cigarette. But when words failed to have an effect, the employee decided on a more direct approach. He confidently strides across the station, grabs a fire extinguisher, and positions it strategically behind the smoker's car. What happens next is a sight to behold. The employee unleashes the fire extinguisher, enveloping the smoker and his car in a dense white cloud. The mist is so thick that the car is barely visible in the video. Modern gas stations have numerous safety measures in place, making them much safer than their predecessors. The chances of a fire or explosion are minimal, yet smoking near gas pumps remains not just foolish, but also illegal. This young man's audacious act serves as a reminder of the importance of adhering to safety guidelines. One can only hope that this was the last time he lit a cigarette near a gas pump. Thanks to the swift actions of the employee, he received a memorable lesson in safety and respect. It's a stark reminder that sometimes karma has its own way of teaching lessons. It's intriguing to ponder why some individuals choose to flout rules that are clearly in place for everyone's safety. Is it a desire for attention, a rebellious streak, or simply a lack of awareness? Whatever the reason, such actions endanger the rule breaker and those around them. Ignoring them showcases a lack of judgment and a disregard for the community. Binding bonds through beautiful tales. Thank you for watching.